everyone, it's Ashley and I'm back with a thrifty flower arrangement, and this is all using Dollar Tree materials, which is my favorite, and it turned out so cute and it's very easy to do too. It's going to take you probably 5 minutes to do this, so stay tuned and I'll show you more. So here are the supplies list that you're going to need. You're going to want to start with some peonies. I chose these ones that have a really pretty kind of very blush pink color. Some dahlias. And these ones have a little bit more color to them. I also picked out some yellow dahlias, which are very pretty. And 2 different types of hydrangeas. I chose a white one and then also a green one for added interest. If you want to keep the cost down on this project, you can just choose one color of the hydrangeas and it should be enough. I also picked up some floral foam, and the rest are supplies I have from my house, including a teacup, a butter knife, and a pair of scissors. So overall this project should cost you $5 to $6. So to have a base to work with, you're going to use the dry floral foam and you're going to cut it to fit the size of the teacup. So what I did was cut a smaller portion that fit the size of the teacup, and you can just use a butter knife and go straight down. And then once you have it that direction, just make sure you shave off the sides a little bit and it should fit right in. And if you have any problems, you can always cut off a little bit extra. You just want the majority of the center to be filled in with the floral foam. So the next step is to prepare your flowers for usage, and what you're going to want to do is to separate them individually. As you can see, because they are silk, you can start getting them to the size that you want. Since this is a teacup, I'm going to cut the flower stems much shorter. If you're doing a long stem floral arrangement, you're going to cut them with as much length as possible. So just make sure that you push the extra leaves up and out of the way and cut it down to the size that you're looking for. And the easiest way to get these cut is to take your scissors and you're just going to cut around the plastic outside here. You're not going to try to cut through the wire. Just cut around the outside of the plastic, and then you can bend it back and forth and it snaps right off. And because this is a small floral arrangement, you are not going to need all of the flowers, so I would just cut off 1 or 2 of each, and that should be enough to give you the amount of flowers that you need for this project. And just to give you guys a quick primer on floral arrangements and how to choose flowers for it. As you can see, I chose some flowers that are much larger and brighter than the other ones. These are usually what you're going to consider your focal flowers, so try to choose, when you decide on flowers, try to choose some in varying sizes. So this is one of the larger ones. And then I also included 2 kind of medium-sized types of flowers here, and this just adds a little bit more interest and it kind of supports the larger flowers. And then I also chose hydrangeas because these ones are really great because they're really small and you can use them to add height and interest to any arrangement. So to start this floral arrangement, we are going to choose the largest flowers to work with. Make sure that the leaves are pushed out of the way, and you're going to figure out where you want to put them and make them so that they're the focal point. So because this is an arrangement that can be viewed on all sides, since it is little, I'm going to make sure that I arrange them evenly so that you can see it all the way around. So I'm going to try to choose this one and put it towards the front on this side. And then I'm going to go ahead and move this around and do the same thing on the other side here, and that way you have some interest on both sides. And the next steps are to take some of the medium-sized flowers, and we are going to use these as filler for around the rest of the area. So you can see there's some open spaces here and open spaces here. We want to keep it kind of even and symmetrical, so I'm going to choose to put some right in here. And part of it is that we want to cover the floral foam. We don't want it to be visible from any side. So when you're doing this, make sure you take a look at the sides and see that there's no floral foam visible. So you'll just see the bottom of the cup and the cute little flowers while you're working. And as you guys can see, I used a focal flower, a filler flower, and I don't want to use the same filler flower right next to it. I want to add a little bit more interest to it, so I'm going to switch and choose the opposite one for this little spot here. And then do the same thing here, a separate type to go right in there. And as you can see, I still have a little bit of a gap up top, so what I'm doing is going to place another large flower straight in the center here, and that way it will cover a lot of the loose areas there. And as you can see, it looks pretty round. You have a nice little round floral arrangement. It looks great from all the sides that way, but there's something still missing. So what we're going to do is take these like little filler flowers. They're really great accent flowers. They have a little bit of height and they add a little bit of interest. So what I'm going to do is arrange them sporadically through here. Some techniques that you can use is you can arrange them towards the bottom so that they stick out a little bit, or you can arrange them so they're hanging out from the top, usually surrounding the focal flower along the top. So as you can see, I took some of the hydrangeas here in the green color, and I think it looks really pretty. It gives it a little bit of contrast, but still soft. And what I did is I just added them around almost in a triangular shape. You could add another one in here if you wanted. And it just adds a little bit more interest and contrast, and it brings out the colors in the main flowers. So as you guys can see, it's very quick to make these little floral arrangements, and they're so pretty. It reminds me very much of spring, and I hope you guys enjoyed this type of tutorial. If you're interested in seeing more tutorials for floral arrangements, leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'd be happy to help you guys out. And these Dollar Tree flowers look amazing. I'm so happy with how it turned out. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye!